Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another wonderful, exciting, amazing episode of Building Better Bodies with Deven and the Docs. I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian with Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Center. This is Brandy Rashidian, my lovely wife, and of course the star, Deven Brady, the bodybuilder and our trainer. And so today we thought we would start out by kind of updating you guys on where we are and how we're going. And I am super excited to share the news that my headaches are gone. I've been back in the gym. This is week 2, so we're halfway through week 2. And that's 2 weeks of intense training with no headaches.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. And you got a compliment.
Yes.
Was I supposed to say that?
Well, it's a little weird when you're changing your clothes in the men's locker room.
Yeah.
And someone compliments you, but at the same time, it's pretty good. So I was excited about that. So
Awesome.
2 weeks is all I needed. See,
See?
back on track. So
Now my competitor is back now.
That's right. It's on. See, I didn't lose a beat.
That's right.
So Deven, how's your progress going?
Yeah, it's going well. So we're about, almost 2 full weeks now into the calendar month of July in 2019. So I started, my commitment is to kind of transform in front of your very eyes, both my friends and hopefully all the viewers back at home. So my goal is to really start to, for lack of a better word, look like the bodybuilder that I know I am, and that's, it means we're going to put a little bit more size on, or a lot more size on as we've thought, but we're going to do it intelligently. We're going to do it slow, because again, I want to practice what I preach, right? I preach to my clients that we can't expect quick overnight successes. We can't expect things to change too dramatically from one day to the next. So I have to be sure to keep that in mind for myself as well. So we understand that with the human body, everything takes time. So what I want to do is continue to keep you guys in the loop and how it is that I'm doing. So the month of July for me, as Dr. Amir and I discussed off camera, was that everyone, I hope the thought is not just I'm going to start bulking up 10 to 15, 20 pounds a month. Certainly I could do that. I wouldn't be very happy with the results. I wouldn't be very happy with the results, and I want to bet that you probably wouldn't be too happy if you saw me either. I would look even less like a bodybuilder if I just started just eating calories for calories' sake and putting on weight. The goal is to gain lean muscle mass, shape the body, grow, get bigger, stronger, tighter at the same time. So better composition on a heavier weight. So it's going to take time. So the month of July for me, and this is what I kind of want to reinforce to the viewers at home who have their own goals, the things that they're working on, because hopefully you guys are working on things alongside us that you can share with us when you see us, and that's make your expectations realistic. So again, I'm thinking that, so not only do I expect for progress to be slow, I expect for it to be realistic. So for me, July has started the journey. The journey is started. So does that mean I just expect the scale to go up each and every time I step on? No. Like as I was just discussing with Dr. Amir, July is about mentality. There's going to be more growth that happens with me as a mindset in the month of July than perhaps me happens physically. But I know that that's the foundation piece by which this body will be built upon. And the way I do that is I was telling Dr. Amir that it's very easy for me as a fitness professional to help you guys as my clients achieve the desired level of intensity when we're working out together. Things like drop sets, things like getting you to failure, past failure that we scientifically know is required for good muscle growth. For me, I work out alone. I don't have a trainer at the time. I don't have a coach. I don't have a lifting partner. So when you're lifting by yourself, what it's required mentally, as you guys can share, because you have a combination of both sessions with me and sessions on your own. So you understand what I'm saying. When it's just difficult to conjure that motivation up and that intensity level up when you just have yourself to hold accountable. And for me, it's a practice that, to be completely honest, I'm not necessarily used to. I didn't know when I was going to try to train towards stepping back on the stage again. I didn't even know if that was going to be a part of my future moving forward. But now that I have recommitted myself to that goal, I have to kind of get in touch with myself about what it means to train myself effectively and how I can best kind of get in touch with the Deven that's necessary in order to lift intensely, embrace that discomfort that's required for true growth. The pain that comes along with real muscle soreness, which you guys can speak to and attest to, I'm sure. And so that's what July is all about. That's what month 1 is all about. It's just starting to instill changes. We've talked about it, Brandy, on different videos before. Is make positive momentum, right? Behavior changes, build yourself. If we think about those people filing away in your subconscious, just start to create files full of good, positive behavioral changes that you can be able to go to and start to reinforce these good behavior patterns.
Love it.
And that's what's going to help to make me successful.
That's fantastic. I think if you tell us when you're going to be at the gym training, I have something in my mind. I'm gonna get a little picture of you and I'm gonna hold it up and I'm gonna yell at you, big squeeze, big squeeze. And
That's
Slow
right.
negative.
I think
slow.
we can help you train you.
That's right. That's right.
So-
So just for those of you curious at home, I do not train myself in the same gym that I train my clients.
There is a reason
for that exact reason, because I spend a lot of time putting these guys through a lot of really great challenge, and I don't want to give them the chance to give that back. So I will be training in the privacy of my mystery gym throughout this entire process.
Don't worry, I know where it
If
is.
you see him in a gym, you
That's
tell us.
right. That's right. Let them know.
Tell us where he is.
But Brandy, go ahead and tell us what's going on with you.
I'm having a good week. I guess we go, when I think of my week, it's last week and this week because
Right.
we go Wednesday for Wednesday on these. But it's a really great couple of weeks. I had hit 3 or 4 weeks where I felt like I was having great improving greatly strength wise and technique wise. We had some really good technique workouts last week. So definitely some improvements, but I wasn't seeing improvements in other areas where I thought I should. So we've made some tweaks and some changes, and watch out. I'm coming to get you. I'm just saying. So you and Dr. Roberto, I don't know what you all are going to do, but I'm going to leave you in my dust.
That's right.
So, but it's a good week. So
Yeah.
we're seeing some good improvements, and I'm super excited because at the end of this week, I'm going to do my next InBody.
Mhm.
So I'm going to be on a 4-week cycle. Are you doing 4 or 6?
I'll do 4
Mhm.
at the same time.
Yeah, we're the same.
So we'll be able to maybe even talk about some improvements and
Absolutely.
whatnot that we've seen. So that's what I'm most excited about. Like what we see in the gym is really good, but
Mhm.
I love tangibles. So I love to see the numbers changing. So and although mentally I'm trying to take myself away from the importance of the scale,
Yes,
right?
right.
But it's still a marker.
Mhm.
It's not the only marker,
Right.
but it's one of those things that I'm looking at that I want to see changes in. But to see the body fat change, to
Mhm.
see how much lean muscle mass is growing
Right.
in the legs, because I'm the leg press queen, so
Mhm.
we're going crazy on that. So to see those changes, I'm just really excited because
Right.
that's additional motivation. So
Mhm.
sometimes when you hit those tough times where you're not seeing the kind of progress that you want to see in your workouts, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to get through those times. So I just keep going. If I just keep going, it's going to get there. If I just
That's right.
keep going, so we're making little tweaks here or there, but I'm
Awesome.
excited.
Fantastic. So to build off of that point, I was discussing with Dr. Amir, I decided that for me personally, what I'm going to do to kind of help bring you guys from the outside in, as the viewers at home, is I'm going to be sharing my InBody with the audience on a 4-week basis. So again, just like you guys, I'll be on 4-week intervals throughout the course of my journey, and I'll actually physically bring the piece of paper in. I'll give the readout in. I'll kind of talk to you guys about what it is that's important about the specific machine, the things we look for, the things that kind of guide and help us progress, understand if we're moving up, moving down, things we should worry about, things we should be concerned about. But I'm perfectly happy to share that information with you and just to kind of help you understand how these tools can help us. No, I absolutely love Brandy's excitement and enthusiasm because tangibles and those metrics really can help us. The one thing that I would caution both Brandy and everybody that uses these sort of tools is that as somebody who's used the InBody machine a lot during times where I was tracking my progress very, very steadily, this was my job. I felt at that time in my life, my job was to become an elite level athlete. So as such, I put expectations on myself. I put pressures on myself to make sure those numbers were moving in very specific ways. I did it every 4 to 6 weeks. I'll be honest, sometimes that happened. And when it happened, it was a wonderful thing. It felt like the stars aligned. It felt like I was in this magic zone where I could do no wrong, and the muscle mass kept coming and the body fat kept falling off. And, I was doing the thing that if I could put it in a pill and sell it to people, I'd be a billionaire. But the fact of the matter is that wasn't the case 100% of the
Right.
time.
Right.
And if we let ourselves build these must-haves as part of these tangible tracking processes, if it doesn't happen, it can really, really put us back.
Right.
And I'm speaking from personal experience. There are times where just I didn't see the muscle mass growth, or God forbid, I saw even a little bit of dip or maybe a little bit of regression. It felt like not only that I had failed, but it felt almost like that 4 to 6 weeks was a waste.
Mm.
And we have to be careful that we understand the importance. And if we succeed, we celebrate success. And if we fail, we use it as challenge to be better.
But the human body, when you talk about symptoms like this as well, human body does build momentum. Momentum does carry you through, even though sometimes, like there has to be an ebb and flow. Everything is a cycle in your body, right? You breathe in and then you breathe out. You can't constantly breathe in.
I've tried it.
It's got to go somewhere, right? Your heart rhythm there's a rhythm, there's a cycle. So breathing hormones have cycles. Believe it or not, men have hormonal cycles too. It's just at different rates and rhythms throughout the year. There are different times. There are hormones that are higher in different seasons of the year. So all of that goes into account. You're still moving in the right direction, even if the numbers don't look right. And you do build momentum, because there may be times, I saw this in the past 4 weeks. So I didn't work out for 4 weeks, hardly. I was on the treadmill, walking. If I touched weights, it was, I joke around, I used the pink weights. And so like 2 pound dumbbells instead of, something heavier.
Right.
But so for those, but I think my body had momentum because we worked really intensely for this first 4 weeks, and then the 4 weeks off. Actually, I still continued to see some changes.
Right.
And my metabolism was higher. I was burning some fat. I lost 9 pounds of weight. Normally, 4 weeks off, you should balloon up. You should gain weight. But one thing you said, and this is for everybody, is you don't increase calories quickly to gain weight.
That's right.
You add a little bit of calories. In fact, because we're out of time, let's pick up right here on the next video. So hang tight with us or come back for the next video, and I'll pick up right there. And then we really want to hit that part of how do you self-motivate and stay focused when you don't have the trainer by your side on every single repetition.
Or you don't have the motivation even when you have the trainer
Yeah.
right by your side.
That's true.
No offense.
That's true.
You're enough.
So stick around.
Come back for that, and meanwhile, we got to also tell you that One Life Fitness South is still offering you the 1 week pass, so 7 days. If you want to come out and work out with us, come by, get the Embody test, find out what your body fat percentage is. I'm going to share my numbers as well. I didn't share the first set with you because I want to get a second one to compare and see what's changed and so on. But yeah, we'll be doing that as well. And once you see those numbers, you may want to come and get that done yourself. So,
and by the way, we're going to be at One Life
next Tuesday
in the morning.
16th.
Yes, from 8 to 11. So we'll have a table set up. We'll have some technology out there.
We'll bring the laser.
Yeah. So yeah.
I love it.
Come by and see us and say hello, and
For sure.
Yeah, we'll enjoy that.
I have a feeling when the video airs, though, it may be past. But anyways,
well, hopefully
we
you saw
were
us.
there. All right, take care.
Bye.